Hi Capricorn, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. Thanks ever so much for joining me today. I've already laid your cards. I'm doing a Celtic cross for you guys today instead of my normal spread. Because I've been doing it for the other signs and I just thought it would be a good idea just to shake things up a little bit on the channel and just try the Celtic cross as well for a few months because I really like this spread. So if you'd like a private reading with me, Capricorn, go to www.carolsuniverse.co.uk. So, it's an interesting month for you guys because I feel that, where should we start? We'll start with your foundation. I feel that there's, in the month of November, going to be some form of argument. I mean, I know that doesn't sound great, but I just feel that, you know, for some of you guys, it's about standing up for the truth and standing in your truth more than anything. For some of you guys, we've got a Page of Swords and the Knight of Swords in your foundation. So when we look at foundation areas, they really do describe the root of the issue and why everything is sort of happening around you. And I feel that, you know, we've got a Knight of Swords and the Page of Swords. And the Knight of Swords, the Knight is one up from the Page. So the Page is, represents new ideas, or when you look at a Page of Swords at least, it can be new ideas, it can be communication, it can be difficult communication, especially in relationships. And I don't really mean this to be a relationship reading because you've got your love reading coming up for you as well. But I do feel that this is about cutting somebody out because I feel that somebody might want to start again with you potentially, and I feel that you don't want to, or, you know, as difficult as it might be, you might need to say, you know, in the month of November 2016, you know, that's it. I've kind of had enough. I feel that, you know, the Page of Swords is all about standing in your truth, delivering the truth. And I feel that somebody with this Knight of Swords doesn't like it. Because remember, the tarot, always try and look at the directions. And you can see that this Knight is charging towards the Page. I feel the Page is your, it's either the person that's speaking to you or you're speaking your truth. And somebody doesn't like it. I feel that this is more that you're speaking your truth. But I feel that you are the Knight of Swords on this reading. Because I feel that you're the one who's charging to dispel something that's being said here. Something that's being communicated to you. And often the Page of Swords can be seen as, especially when you get it in the reverse, as a bit of a liar. Somebody who gossips, somebody who doesn't tell the truth, or they say things that aren't honest. And the Page of Swords is all about somebody who, if you look at each of those swords, Page of Swords, Queen of Swords, King of Swords, Knight of Swords, they're all holding one sword, and that's the Ace of Swords. So that's the belief, or it's the communication, or, you know, it's the speech. So I feel that there is a kind of one-on-one communication situation that's going here. I also feel that you are, you know, if this isn't a one-on-one thing, I feel that this is you kind of delivering the truth, but as you believe it to be so. So, you know, either way, whether this is two people, again, because one's looking away from the other, and one is charging at somebody who is looking away. So the Page of Swords often relates to our own ideas and our own beliefs. Remember, swords are ideas, their beliefs, their struggles, their communication. So when you get a page, it's a new set of ideas that you want to initiate going forward. And when you get a knight, it's the delivery of that. Because knights deliver. They are adventurers. They're risk takers. They represent the changes that occur. So it could be also, we could look at this in your foundation area and say that for some of you guys, the root is that you need to act on what you believe as well, because the Knight of Swords is to act and the Page of Swords is to initiate. So with the Page we initiate something verbally, and with the Knight of Swords we deliver it. So I feel that there is almost the delivery of some form of communication with you and one other in the month of November 2016. As a result of that, we have the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. Now the Queen of Pentacles Capricorn is you, because Queen of Pentacles is often a Capricorn individual. And I don't know whether there are two people or two females, two males, whatever, because it's a male and a female reading. But Queen of Cups would usually be a Cancerian. Queen of Pentacles usually Capricorn. There's either some form of admittance, I feel. It's almost like you're saying, tell me the truth. That's what I'm getting from the Page of Swords and Knight of Swords. It's almost like you're saying the root is that you want a truth. You're on a quest to deliver the truth to a particular person, or you're on a quest to have somebody deliver the truth, I feel, to you. And out of this seems to come the delivery of maybe one or two of the people in the scenario, maybe, for the month of November 2016. But the Queen of Cups, Queens, remember, so they are what goes on inside of ourselves. They're rooted in water. So when you get a Queen of Cups, she's water of water because she's a water sign. When you get a Queen of Pentacles, she's water of earth. We know that the earth signs are practical and they're pragmatists. And they are very sensible and very kind of rational types of individuals, very sort of down to earth. So they'll look at a situation. When you look at Pentacles, it's about looking at a situation for what it is and looking at the truth of it. So that, you know, even if it isn't the delivery of maybe somebody else showing up in a scenario for some of you guys in the month of November 2016, the Queen of Cups can be whereby you go internally to derive a solution, but it's based on your intuition. And I feel that as a result of maybe this conversation or this communication or this this search for the truth, this quest for the truth, I feel that what comes from that will either be a couple of people, one person in particular, maybe this water sign female alongside yourself, or water sign female male alongside yourself, possibly a Cancerian, doesn't have to be though. Or it will be that you, as a result of receiving that truth, are able to go inward and through your intuition deliver unto yourself what the right solution is for you, but based on not only your intuition and how you emotionally connect to the situation, but how that evolves in terms of the Queen of Pentacles. So what do I practically need to do from here? What is the, you know, I've reached the solution with the Queen of Pentacles card. I've reached that sensibility of what I need to do now that I've found the truth about this situation. And now I need to look at what is practically going on within my world. So often when I see the Queen of Pentacles, she's a planner. So again, she derives her solutions from her intuition and from what she feels inside, but she will then go out with that solution that she has derived in a very kind of intuitive, what can I say, in a very intuitive way. So she'll look at the situation, she'll say, okay, intuitively, this is how I feel. And now I've reached this resolution in terms of how I feel deep down inside, in terms of what my emotions are telling me. Now I need to deliver the resolution in terms of a practical sense. So, i.e., my partner's cheated on me. I've intuitively, emotionally, I feel really sad about this. And I'm going to try and work through those feelings and heal from that. But the after effects of that, maybe I need to go out and sort of make a new plan to move forward. Maybe I need to move home. Maybe I need to get a better job so I can move home and move away from this person. So it's that type of thing. Because I feel that your crowning area is, you know, we've got the Tower and the Devil. And they're two different energies in a way. But both cards to me, you know, the Tower represents a major shift. And the Devil represents restriction. Because it often represents the need to, and both cards, we could look at both cards and say, that maybe mentally in your crowning area there is a need to dissolve something here, because the Tower is to dissolve, it's to erupt, it's to, you know, you could be erupting over the Devil, but you are the Devil in the reading as well, because you are Capricorn, and the Devil represents a Capricorn individual within the Tower, within the Tarot, sorry. So it is your need to, it is your own need to control, I feel, this situation that with the Tower kind of allows you to make some very difficult decisions, I feel, with the Tower card, because the Tower card often comes up where we've reached an epiphany moment on a situation. It's not just about the external, and also it's in your crowning area, so it's what you're thinking. it's the best that you can achieve right now. And I feel that with the Tower card, it is, you know, you look at both cards and the Tower has 3 objects on it, a tower and 2 people jumping from it. And the Devil has 3 objects on it again, a devil and 2 people who are chained. So one card represents freedom and one card represents to be chained. So it's almost kind of releasing yourself from the restrictions that you have tied to you. And I feel that it is going to be a month of doing that, because I feel that in your foundation area, the root of the problem is this quest for the truth, but also the admittance of it, or the finding of that truth, Capricorn, that allows you in the crowning area to dissolve or to erupt or to make great leaps or great shifts in something that you, because you are the devil, this is the thing, and you're the one that has 2 people chained to you. So I feel that it's loosening the burdens, if that makes any sense. If I were to look at those 2 cards, it would remind me of kind of somebody who wants to loosen the chains. And the 2 people that are attached to you are perhaps the person who's done something to you. Maybe if there's a third party involved, it's getting rid of the person that's been in your life and the third party. And this is because of the discovery. And we can see out of the Tower, 2 people are being thrown out of the Tower. So it's almost like you're throwing, or you're getting rid of 2 people within your life that do no longer serve a purpose. Now, if this Queen of Cups is the external individual, alongside maybe a partner who's been possibly unfaithful or not truthful, then I feel that there is the need to release yourself from maybe a couple of people within your life so far, because it seems to me that you have asked for the truth and you've got it, and you receive it in the month of November 2016, which is why in the present situation, you're the Knight of Wands, moving on from this 10 of Swords. Now, the 10 of Swords we know to be a card that represents ruin, where something cannot be revived. It's death, it's dead. You can't revive death, you can only move on from it and transition from it. And I see the Knight of Wands as being the transitional stage from the 10 of Wands, 10 of Swords. It's the moving on period. It's the enthusiasm to kind of just eradicate whatever it is that's been going on here within this reading. Because I feel that somebody, it just says to me in the reading that some of you guys in the month of November will be wanting to kind of release yourself from a very repressive energy. We can see the Devil is repressive as an energy, but it's something that's repressing you. It's something that you have been attached to for too long and that you know needs. It's almost like you're if you look at yourself as the devil and you see yourselves holding on to 2 people or 2 things that you shouldn't be holding on to. You're still kind of holding these people to ransom, or making somebody pay for something, or holding somebody accountable, or holding a couple of people accountable. I feel that with the Tower card, it's almost ridding yourself of that kind of accountability, or ridding yourself of this kind of karma. So I feel it to be a month of releasing karma, a month of releasing things that you're holding on to, people that you're holding on to because of the anger. So it's almost like you're holding on to 2 people because of anger. But with the Tower card, it's almost like just let them go. Just throw them out. And I see the Tower almost as throwing some couple of people out of your lives, because I feel that you've found the truth. You've been on a quest for the truth and you've received it. Because the Page of Swords often means tell the truth, stand in your truth, be honourable, stand up for the truth. So it's almost like you're the Knight of Swords that's charging at this Page of Swords, this person, and you're saying, I want to communicate with you, tell me the truth. Tell me the truth. And they've got the sword up there and they're like, okay then, let's go. So you're initiating something. You're getting somebody to start the ball rolling, to start communication, and you get that communication. And what comes from that communication can either be that around you, because you're the Queen of Pentacles, yes, there might be another person, this Queen of Cups here, and your crowning area is, you know, I feel anger. Maybe with that Devil you want to make a couple of people pay, but then with the Tower card it's like just let them go, because in the present situation what you're saying is I'm moving on with that Knight of Wands from all of this pain, from this disappointing relationship. I can't revive it, so what I need to do is I need to move on from it. I need to be enthusiastic enough to do that. I feel that your weakness or your challenge is the 8 of Cups and the 6 of Wands. And it's following, if you look at this guy on the 8 of Cups, he's following the guy on the 6 of Wands. So Cups are emotions, and when we look at the Eight of Cups, it's about removing yourself from an emotionally imbalanced situation. And once you remove yourself, I feel following that Six of Wands, you're going to have a lot of victory. You're going to move forward. But I feel that because there are people standing in the way of this man, if you look at the Six of Wands, this person has followers, and these followers are in front of this guy's face who's walking away from the Eight of Cups. So it's the inability to see that your actions could actually lead to something good. So at the end of the day, even though I feel in November you'll want to release someone, maybe through what somebody's done, through an action that they've taken, I feel that it will be time to release yourself, to let a couple of people go who might have, you know, whether it's love, whether it's work, whether it's, you know, arguments with other people, whether it's disagreements, whatever the situation is. I feel that it will be the need to let them go, but the difficulty in doing that at the same time, because not really knowing where you're going, everything seems a little bit foggy. It's almost like you walk towards being in the background again and not a part of something that you were once attached to, but now a part of the greater scheme of things. And that possibly, I feel for some people, can seem quite nerve-wracking. In the you now position, or the external factors contributing to you wanting to possibly leave this dying relationship, whether that work, family, love, whatever it is the Empress and the Seven of Swords. And, you know, this can be, for me, a deceitful relationship, potentially, because Venus, Empress represents the planet Venus, so it represents love and attraction. And the Seven of Swords can be about deceit, or somebody who was getting away with something, or somebody who's been a liar, or somebody who's been untruthful. It's a very kind of deceitful act. I don't know whether there was a deceitful act with another person, with an Empress. Empress usually represents Taurus or Libra individual, possibly Leo. But there looks like there was some deceit, maybe within a relationship with another person, and this is something that you want to move on from. For some of you guys with the Empress, remember that you can do tarot any which way you want. The way that it makes sense to you is the best thing to do. And go with it, go with your instincts. The Empress can also mean growth, and it can mean prosperity. And the Seven of Swords often means to escape, but also to use your logic and your intelligence to move forward, to strategize on a particular area within your life. So I feel that, you know, if we were to look at maybe keywords, the Empress is creativity and growth and abundance and wealth. And the Seven of Swords is deceit, and it's to run away, but also to strategize. And some of you guys might be strategizing, I feel, on the way that you move forward. For some of you, this will be maybe deceit with another individual, because the Empress is a love card, and it's all to do with strong attractions between human beings. And maybe there was some deceit within a relationship, potentially. But also, the Empress is about creativity and growth and love, and the creativity and working on oneself. And I feel for some of you guys in the month of November, you're going to be standing in your own attractivity, your own beauty, your own power as an individual, and you'll be strategizing on ways on how you increase that and how you kind of move that along. And that's why you're the Knight of Wands, I feel. Very passionate, very enthusiastic to kind of move yourself forward in a very, very confident way and leave a very difficult situation behind. What's interesting is I feel the person who might have done something to you, or the person who might have hurt you or left you for dead, whatever it is, will want to come back maybe, but I feel that you'll just block this individual out, because we've got a King of Pentacles and a Two of Swords. And often when you get the Two of Swords, it means to block out. And we've got a person that shows the person that you're blocking out. So we've got a man here. So there is a man in the immediate future, a man or a woman in the immediate future. And with that Two of Swords, I think that you'll be trying to block them out, because you'll be trying to forget them. They may want to come back. Because I feel that around you, or coming in as a result of this individual, is, at first I drew the King of Pentacles, and it showed that he or she would possibly want to offer you love, or want to open up the gateways again of a relationship. The Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups often means an offer that's being made. So in terms of cups, it's an emotional offer. It's an apology. It's a gift. It's an emotional exchange. So somebody might want to you know, say sorry or do something to compensate for what they've done. But I feel that you'll try and block them out. They want to offer you something, probably because of this commitment card. We've got the Hierophant here. And the Hierophant often in relationship, and it wasn't meant to be a relationship reading because you've got a love reading coming up. So it's difficult when I see cards and it kind of says to me something not to read on that. But this can be in any sphere. But, you know, around this, there is the potential for this person to want to come back, and it looks like you block them out because this person wants to come back and possibly try with the commitment again. They possibly cannot let go because of the vows, but they've already, you know, the damage is done here because I feel that your hopes will be that as a result of blocking out this King of Pentacles in the immediate future, it will be to heal yourself with that Four of Swords, in which the healing will allow for a new opportunity to be presented to you from elsewhere. So you'll be looking at kind of moving forward. Remember, aces represent conception. So when you get the Ace of Cups, for example, it can be the conception, the start of emotion, or the start of an emotional exchange, or somebody wanting to offer you something that you are in love with or that you have a deep emotional tie to. And with the Ace of Pentacles, it's often to do with a realistic thing. So the Ace of Pentacles Pentacles are matter and they're earth-based. So this is somebody who literally has something to give to you. It can be money. It can be a home. It can be a plot of land, for example. It can simply be a gift. But I feel that more than anything, the Ace of Pentacles can be a realisation. Because if you were to look at the Ace of Cups, conception of love, new love opening up, offering love. Ace of Wands, the start of fresh ideas, new inspiration, conception of an idea. Ace of Swords, the start of a struggle or the start of severance, severing ties, the start of mental clarity, because the swords are mental and the pentacles are earth-based, so they're reality-based. So often this can be attributed to a new realisation that is opening up to you. And I feel that your hope will be by blocking out this particular person, that you will be able to mentally and physically rest, because you're looking at new gateways of opportunity to open up to you. And as a result of that, I feel that this person who you block out, potentially because the influence is coming in, or that they want to offer you love in terms of they want to reconnect with you in a very kind of spiritual and committal type of way, the results are that you don't move forward with this because you've got the Chariot. And the Chariot means, I feel in the reverse, to delay on moving forward with a particular... Usually when you, the Chariot in the outcome would be that you overcome adversity or an obstacle and you're able to kind of ride straight through. And it also means to... when it's in the upright, it means that you've got two paths that you can take, or you're being pulled from in one way and then you're being pulled in the other, and you're trying to align these kind of tumultuous feelings so you can move forward. When it's in the reverse, I feel that this is kind of like the obstacles, or the width of the obstacles. It's just too great to kind of try and compromise or bring back together. And I feel that for some of you guys, you're going to realise by the end of November that this is just too much, because you're trying to move on. The Knight of Swords is moving in the other direction. So he's not moving in to save this relationship. He's not moving in to save the Ten of Swords or to offer relief to the dying individual. He's actually moving out of this dying situation, and that's you. I feel that you're moving out of a dying situation, and as a result of that, with the Chariot, the wounds or the obstacles are far too wide. They're far too great to try and kind of bring back together for you guys. So I feel it's more like, no, I'm pulling back completely from this because of judgment. I need to breathe. I need air. I don't need this. So I feel that somebody could come back that's done you some great harm in something, but I don't feel that you'll take this person back because it's just been too much of a shitty situation for some of you Capricorn people. And your advice card for the month is, funnily enough, the Five of Swords. And Five of Swords often means severance, but it also means, it can mean to feel powerless or it can mean to feel powerful. And I feel that, and again, we've got that picture of the person who is telling two people to piss off. The person has got the better of two people. We never know why. This card is always about, for a lot of readers, a futile victory. But I don't read tarot that way. You know, Five of Swords can be jealousy. Five of Swords can be mind games. Five of Swords can be taking advantage. Five of Swords can be victory. And I read that as the advice card saying that this is victory for you guys, because you're the guys here on this sword. You're the person here who's waving these two people here goodbye. And you can see the pictures the same way with the Tower, where you're chucking two people out and you're letting go. Because you want to let go of this very kind of oppressive. These two people it's almost like they're stuck to you and you need them to be gone, Capricorn, in the month of November 2016. It's not, you feel the need to let go of this situation that's caused you great. And again, we've got the, you know, the symbol of the one person with two people between. And it's almost like, you know, you can't get over something with this individual because we see that you're not in control of these two people here. Can you see that? Usually you'd be in control of these two people here, of aligning, of bringing everything together over this situation. But in the reverse for me, it's almost like you can't, they're just too much. The situation is too much. It's overpowered you and you need to release this. And it says with the Judgment card, you need to release this Chariot in the reverse because it's overpowering you. The two Sphinxes are actually on top of you rather than you're on top of them. So it's almost like you need to release this Chariot in the reverse, because the Chariot in the reverse for me in this reading is saying these two Sphinxes kind of have the better of you, and that's why in your crowning area there is the need to release maybe a couple of people because you've been holding on to them for too long as the Devil card, because you're Capricorn. So, and also you're moving out, you're wanting to move out of a very oppressive situation here. And also the Tower is letting go of depression, things like that, because the Devil can often represent depression. It signifies the restrictions within ourselves that bring up all the fear and all the anxiety and all the nastiness. So the Tower is, we want to dispel that, we want to get rid of it. I need freedom. Even if it is very, very difficult, I need to kind of release myself from this addiction or this obsessive behaviour. For some of you guys, it might even be that you're continuously thinking about a particular person. You just need to kind of get rid of them out of your brain. It looks like you try and block out this person because, you know, they could come back. We've got that Ace of Cups around them. And you're blocking this king out, this person. And the Ace of Cups is the influence as a result of that, this person. Also, for you guys, it might not be. I mean, for some of you guys, it might not be that this person comes back. It might be, especially if this is, a lot of this is on a very head level. I feel that this King of Pentacles, male or female, you'll block out. So mentally, you're going to try and kind of just get rid of this energy, okay? Just block it out, forget it. Because with the Ace of Pentacles, it means, you know, I'm trying to heal. And with the Hierophant, it's about inner wisdom and getting in contact with our being far more enlightened in a very spiritual way. So I feel with those two cards as well, it's about, for Capricorn as well, in the month of November, tapping into our emotional and our spiritual wisdom, higher self. And as a result of that, you come to the point where whatever's going on mentally, maybe, if this isn't purely a physical thing that's going on around you, and I feel a lot of it is mental, that, you know, the Chariot in the reverse says that there's nothing you can do about it. You can't align this. You can't make it work. You can't kind of, you know, the energy is just too heavy. So you need to release yourself from it. And I feel that you do release yourself from it, because the advice is that, you know, with the Five of Swords, sometimes this is about overcoming the mental fear. And the fear sometimes is the two swords that are relinquishing. The two people walking away from the situation and putting down their swords. And the one sword, even though he's got the Two of Swords, but the Two of Swords are now together. So if you look here, in the immediate future, there's two swords that are crossing. And sometimes this can be somebody who's in two minds, but they choose to try and just block something out. But here, this guy holds two swords up. And the two swords are together. So it's almost like mentally you're aligning something within yourself. And the third sword we could probably see as being the Three of Swords, where it's no longer about the heartache anymore, but it's more about, you know, I've got things sorted out in my head. So the Three of Swords is kind of disbanded and the Two of Swords is kind of brought together, if that makes any sense to you. And we've also got the two swords there on the floor. So it's almost like you take down the guard as the advice card, and you kind of are able to relinquish the fear, because this is what you want in your crowning area of that Tower and the Devil. You want to relinquish the people that you've still been holding on to. Maybe somebody's done you wrong. Could be in a workplace environment, could be love, whatever the hell it is for you, Capricorn. You want to let go of someone that's done you harm, and you've managed to do it because you realise there's no way to kind of align this situation anymore. There's no way to kind of make anything better or make anything worse. It is what it is, and maybe the best thing to do is just to leave things as they are, because you can't make somebody how you want them to be. You can't get rid of... They always say, the saying is, you know, forgive and forget. Well, if you can't forget, then how can you forgive? And in a way, I see this Chariot as kind of being like that in the outcome area. So the best thing to do is just to push it to one side and to start all over again with the Judgment, because there's a sense with the Judgment card that something really does kind of come to light for you, and it kind of, there is an awakening within you over this situation, that there is something that potentially just cannot be done about it. So best thing to do is just to leave, let bygones be bygones, and move on for the month of November 2016. Let's have a look at your advice card from the angels. Universe, Spirit, Angels, what is the advice that you have for Capricorn in the month of November 2016? What's the advice? What's the advice that you had for Capricorn in the month of November 2016? You're ready, is the card. And before I read that, I was also thinking, you know, if the Empress is you now, Capricorn, then maybe somebody took advantage of you, and maybe you're wanting to leave with the Knight of Wands and this Ten of Swords, this ruin behind. Because I feel that you're angry as well with that Tower card in your crowning thoughts area, and you're needing to let go with the Devil card of somebody that you're probably still holding on to as well. So let's have a look what you already means. All your past experiences have led to this moment. You've studied and grown spiritually in... And yeah, the Ace of Cups and the Hierophant, I feel, is emotional and spiritual growth. You've studied and grown spiritually in many ways. There is nothing more to do. You're ready to move forward and to embrace the person you know in your heart you are meant to be. The world is anxiously awaiting the contributions that following your life purpose will provide. You may have to put yourself first in this situation. It's time to do what is right for you. And that's really, for me, the consensus of the reading. And it's about you and doing what is right for you. And that sometimes holding on to really kind of nasty situations where people have done us wrong or people have made us feel less than what we are, sometimes the best thing to do is not to try and keep working on something and trying to align things and make sense of them, but sometimes the best thing to do is just to simply move on, because the more that you try and make sense of a very difficult situation, the only person that loses is you in the end, because all you're doing is you're fighting a faceless beast. Because even if you do seek the truth, will you ever get the absolute truth from the individual at the end of the day? If this is a cheating thing, once a cheater, always a cheater. If, you know, this is somebody in a group that's made you unhappy or upset you or taken advantage of you in whatever capacity, then sometimes it's best because you get the measure of the person through their actions. So you know what their actions are, and you can't make this person what you want them to be or align the situation, or, you know, if you can't forgive someone, let it go. And I feel that the reading for the month of Capricorn is saying that situations that have left you battered and bruised, that you're still holding on to, that are still making you feel restricted and angry, the best thing to do is kind of, if you can't make it work, just leave it, move on and start all over again. That's your reading, Capricorn, for the month of November 2016. I would like to say thank you very, very much for choosing Carol's Universe for this reading. And I will see you guys. You've got your love reading next door, so check that out. But yeah, thanks for your time, and I'll see you guys soon. Take care.